Happy Monday Live. Today we are here with us talking all about stress. Yeah. We're talking about stress today. Because like the holidays are coming, everyone's stressed out. Also, my finals are coming up. Maybe Villa's finals are coming up.
My final.
Maud's final is coming up. So we are all like very stressed because of all these tests, and it's really important to start taking care of our health when it comes to stress.
And the problem is that most of us are not really ever even taught how to manage stress and pain. And so when we manage stress by, going into habits like eating fake food, grabbing whatever we can, pacifying ourselves using technology and social media. And then there's so many other addictions that we're using to try to kind of get out of that stress that we're facing. When in reality, all we need to do is learn simple stress like management tools, easy things like our favorite, deep breathing. Deep breathing is basically like a reset for your body. Take like one deep breath, like in, like out, and then you usually feel so much better. It helps put your emotions into control. You do so much better. You focus better, even remember better. And that's, I think, for us, especially in a busy world, running from one class to another, that's the easiest way for us to take back control of our bodies and control our emotions and what goes on inside of us and around us.
Yeah. But like for people who joined, this one's gonna be a shorter one, and like if you have any questions, please put them in. So, yeah.
Yeah. Also, as you can see, we're not at our usual place, so
yeah, we're actually in the Miami.
So, Zan, you want to talk more about why stress makes us sick?
Yeah, I mean, stress. There's two types of stress. There's good stress, which is called eustress, and there's bad stress, which is like a chronic stress that is taking over our body. And stress is actually good. I mean, I know we're here talking about how stress is bad, but it can also be good for us.
Yeah, but like most people think that stress actually also is really bad for you, because most people don't know that stress worsens it almost like any chronic illnesses. Like it's really bad.
Also, a lot of us don't realize that stress actually worsens chronic disease. So I know a lot of people think that stress, if I'm stressed out, it's not that bad, right? Like I'm not stressed. And even if they do say stress, they're like, okay, well, stress doesn't really affect me much, right? Well, actually, stress worsens chronic diseases, causing actually more than 80% of complaints that are presented to doctors. When we're stressed, when we have no way to get out of our stress, then our mind, body, and soul start to fall apart. And that's why we need to start realizing how we can actually heal ourselves and manage stress.
Yeah, like to manage stress. Like if you're really busy, like try to incorporating a stress management technique until you're like everyday routine, like a habit maybe. Like that is really small, that has a really big effect.
Yeah. So what stress like management technique can look different for everyone. Some people may find sports or running stress relieving. Some people might find art or very indoor activities more stress. But people like de-stressing. Maybe some people don't have any, and maybe they like to
just
meditate or take deep breaths in and out. I mean, it's so different for everyone. So finding the stress technique that works for you would be amazing.
And that's why, like we mentioned in the very beginning, focusing on our breath is the easiest, fastest, and most powerful way to de-stress immediately.
And also having mindfulness. Being mindful is knowing like what we are doing and when we are doing it, and what we are and when we are doing it. Like mindfulness is paying attention to what is going on right now, and like what this can do to us, like in the moment, in the present. Like even if it's outside of your body or inside your body. This can also help with stress. So
a lot of people don't realize that actually stress is all around us. Like we mentioned, like we always mention, that we can try to we can't get rid of stress completely. And that's why the main thing that we can do, that we can control, is managing that stress and actually even managing it in a way so that we can become better human beings. And sometimes if we're not stressed, maybe we don't focus on gratitude and like mindfulness. I mean, even laughter can help with stress.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that laughter actually does help with stress. It isn't just trying to make a good joke. Like laughter allows us to like run away from stress, like in the world. It also like improves like brain health, heart health, mental and social health. It helps with like dopamine, and that can reduce stress a lot and manage it.
We even actually interviewed Dr. David Friedman the author of Funny Bones, and he even said, which is like crazy, that we get smarter essentially when we laugh. And that's because it releases dopamine, serotonin, improving mood, lowering stress hormones, activating immune cells, and strengthening the immune system to fight off infections. And another great thing that anybody can do anywhere, anytime, that will change their life is gratitude.
Yeah, like gratitude will change our heart rhythm in a healthy way.
Mm-hmm.
Like our heart variability gratitude can change our heart rate variability. Like that, the heart rate, our HRV is how our heart varies beat to beat.
Mm-hmm.
And we want a nice pattern that will tell us that we are happy, peaceful, and calm. But if we're stressed and going from one place to a place, one classroom to classroom, test to test, and you're really stressed about those tests, then it'll tell us that we're stressed.
And also, like when you like can change your lens from looking at like things that's always bad, and I'm gonna fail this test, and I can't do anything about it, then you're gonna automatically stress more about it compared to when you be like, what, I got this. I'm trying my hardest. Whatever happens. You're being more thankful for what you have. You're gonna de-stress yourself compared to.
And also something that can also lower down stress, help manage stress, is nature. Like spending time in nature can relieve stress and lower inflammation, which a lot of people don't know that. Like gamers like actually touch grass. Okay, yeah.
And another big one that I know teenagers sometimes suck at a lot is time management. There's this. I think I heard this one person say, he's like the peace that you're trying to find is often lying behind the work you're avoiding. Because as long as we keep avoiding work, it's just going to continue to add on to our stress. And sometimes we feel like that the best way to manage stress is to avoid the work. When in reality, once that work is done, it just relieves your stress and all of the emotions you're usually going through better than almost anything else. So manage your time. And a lot of teens are overwhelmed with school, with homework, with life in general. And just putting in that work and figuring out what you need to do first, putting away the phone, limiting distractions, really can help bring your life back and allow you to take better control of your life.
Yeah, like also another thing that can manage stress, which Morris was talking about, people have different ways to manage stress. Music and other harmonic sounds can also like help with de-stressing, calming down by stimulating our vagus nerve, by reciting, chanting, like religious practice, and even humming like a beat at the bottom of our throat. That can stimulate our vagus nerve, which are
Yes.
Also, exercise. One of the best things that you can do is exercise. And this is after, and like we've interviewed tons and tons of professionals, and they always say exercise, 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 because it's one of the best stress relieving mechanisms that you can do without, self-medicating yourself with technology and, just grabbing whatever you can find in the fridge. Exercise will help you put discipline back into your life, help you really take back control of your life. And honestly, it's one of the most it's just so amazing because it's our body's natural way to deal with stress as well.
Yeah, like we manage stress like as a whole approach. For us, we prioritize like gratitude, prayer, exercise, like breathing and nature. Like we found a higher purpose. Like we sit in like a spot, eyes closed, like we breathe. Belly breathing is another fun way. And yeah, we can do 2 to 4, 3 to 6, 4 to 8 seconds, and like in seconds out. Like mindfulness, we do mindfulness. we do everything ending with gratitude. Like when we were younger, we would always say 10 things that we're grateful for because that would help with our positivity.
Mhm. So yeah, keep that in mind. And also, the Teen Health Revolution book is coming out December 11th, 2025. So literally in less than a month. So super excited for that. And you can find us on our socials for the Holistic Kids Show in TikTok and Instagram and like Facebook and stuff. And you have all of our book, you can get free stuff when you get our book on the on our website, the teenhealthrevolution.com. It comes with multiple PDFs, and we specifically talk about in your book 20 chronic issues that teens deal with on a regular day basis and we have the natural ways to help fix that. So really, we made it as a perfect guide for teens to really upgrade their health and live a much better lifestyle.
Yeah, we also have we have jokes, quotes, what do we do in the book? And we have the quotes and recaps over 200 podcast interviews, which we fact checked with all of them. So check that out. You can pre-order today on Amazon. If you do buy it on theteenhealthrevolution.com, you can get the 4 PDFs as I was talking about. Yeah, it's coming out December 11th, 2020.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you so much.
See you next week.
Yeah, next week. This is shorter.
Yeah. Once we get back home.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.